Good afternoon from the 76th Annual WIAA State Baseball Tournament. It's the Division II final between the number 1 seed, the Mosinee Indians, against the number 3 seed, the Edgewood Crusaders. Great to have you on board. Along with Bill Brophy, I'm Jay Wilson. Brof, these two teams both won semifinals to get to this championship final.
First ever win of the state tournament for Mosinee. They did it handily 8-1. Keegan Jersley, who you'll see on the mound today, had 2 hits, drove in 2 runs. Arguably, he's the most exciting player in the tournament. Ben Schley drove in 4 runs in the 8-1 victory over La Crosse Logan. Edge Kettle Moraine Lutheran 4-3. Ben Cagle had a home run, long home run, drove in another run as well. This ought to be a good one, a matchup for a team that last won in 09 against a team that's never won in Mosinee.
Mosinee's 25-5, Edgewood 21-6. First pitch coming up. Now a message from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station. All right, here are your starting lineups brought to you by Rural Mutual Insurance Company. Premiums paid here, stay here to keep Wisconsin strong. Edgewood, the visiting team, the Crusaders will hit first.
And you can see it. Jack Howard leads off the DH. Cagle, we told you, drove in a couple runs, hit a long home run. Youcher's a Penn State recruit, plays the heck out of shortstop. He had a spectacular play there yesterday. Myers, Mello, Bishop, Albly Jesperger, who made Sports Center with a defensive play last night, and Brady Lavelli round out the Edgewood lineup, and they'll face Keegan Jersley. Going to South Dakota State next year is both a pitcher and a shortstop. On the mound, he's been really good. 9-1 with a .77 ERA. This is his 13th game, his 11th start. His 4 complete games and a couple of shutouts. He's also got a save. There you see the rest of his stats. Keegan Jersley's a good one. Nice number 2 guy to have going on the hill. This matchup looks like a group of Mosinee guys are going to really hit the ball. They did 16 home runs. They averaged .317. We saw yesterday Edgewood makes the plays, both spectacular ones and routine ones. It ought to be a good one.
These are the keys to the game brought to you by Menards. Save big money at Menards on all your home improvement needs. Here come the Edgewood Crusaders with Jack Halloran, the designated hitter, leading off. They'll be followed by Bennett Cagle, the catcher, and Preston Youcher, the shortstop. And the first pitch from Keegan Jersley rides outside for ball 1. This Edgewood offense mustered only 5 hits, but they got 4 runs against Kettle Moraine Lutheran. Halloran with 1 of the hits out of that leadoff position. And there's a strike to even the count. Kaiser of West Bend's our home plate umpire. John Bulow from Waupaca is at first. Chuck Runge from McWanago is at second. And Louis Eisenman from Schofield is at third. And the third pitch from Jersley misses for a 2-1 count.
Halloran's your classic table setter. Has an OPS of almost 600.
Swinging strike there. Yesterday, Mosinee went with Garrett Shoup for the first 5 2/3 innings, and he allowed 4 hits and 1 run unearned, and then Zachary Nahuda closed it out in the final inning and a third. Today, Jersley, who played shortstop yesterday, is the Mosinee pitcher. 3-2 the count to Halloran. There's Rich Newton, the head coach, 21st season in charge at Edgewood.
He was in charge when they last won in 09.
Payoff pitch to Halloran. Foul. Rich Newton was selected as one of the top 50 all-time athletes in the city of Madison history. He was an all-state football player, scored over 1,000 points in basketball, and played a little baseball too. 3-2. Strike 3 called. Halloran thought it was outside, called strike 3. Let's take a look at the Mosinee defense. Couple of changes with Jersley moving from shortstop to pitcher, but the outfield is now Yurkovsky, Lemansky, and Fondry. The infield third to first, Filipiak gets his first appearance. Parker Filipiak manning the hot quarter for the Mosinee Indians. Bennett Cagle at the plate. Well, he drilled a home run yesterday.
Got out here in a hurry. It was his 4th of the year. Now driven in 31 runs.
Leads the team in most offensive categories. He was 7 out of 8 in the sections. First team all-conference performer. Edgewood is from the Badger West Conference in central Wisconsin.
And that means in his last 3 games, He's 8 for 11. All those games were pretty important games.
Yeah, I would say. Dude could hit. 3-1 coming. Fouled back. Well, the Crusaders working a couple of long counts in the first 2 at-bats against Keegan Jersley.
Kegel's a junior, 6'3", 200 pounds.
Another 3-2. All 4. Skips past the catcher, Gavin Obremski, but Kegel takes a look. He'll be satisfied with reaching with the walk. And there you see home plate umpire Mike Kaiser and the rest of his crew. Pretty warm afternoon, 81 degrees now. Winds are west at 13, the dew point 63. And you know what the weather guy says, if it's over 60, it gets a little uncomfortable, but still not a bad afternoon for baseball.
You know what outfielders say, when the wind's gusting like it is right now, any fly ball is going to be an adventure. We saw that in the last game.
That's what makes things uncomfortable.
Yeah. And it is howling out to right now.
The team might be a little arrested.
Yeah, I've learned the Weather Bureau takes their stats at a different place than Neuroscience Group Field. That's what I've learned this week.
At least you learned something. Here's Preston Youcher, the shortstop. Hit foul. We'll go over the roof on the first base side. Youcher going to Penn State. Boy, he made a defensive play yesterday. One of the best we've seen up here.
Leads the team in RBIs with 37.
And this one's sliced foul. It'll go up onto the grassy berm out of right field. It's so familiar here through the years at Fox City Stadium, the home of the WIAA State Baseball Finals since 1998.
Edgewood doesn't run a lot. 49 steals on the year in 25 games.
Youcher was 0 for 4 yesterday as there was another throw to Chase Kegel. That's news because Youcher's hitting .427 on the year.
Kegel's 10 for 10 in stolen base attempts this year.
Not going on 1-2 when again lifted foul down the first base side for Youcher. Well, the #1 seeds are having a pretty good day so far. Leva Strum won Division 4, 11-0 over Solon Springs Northwood. And Aquinas just beat Kenosha St. Joseph's for the Division 3 title, 6-4. Hot shot to third. Filipiak to second for 1, and that's all they're going to get as Youcher beat the throw to first. So Kegel's out on the fielder's choice, and Youcher reaches. 2 down.
Zebo had a little trouble getting the ball out of his glove on the relay throw, but I don't know if they have a chance to double up Youcher anyway.
And now to the cleanup man, Seth Myers. Tonight is a late-time television host, and during the day he's a first baseman for Edgewood.
Seth 0 for 3 yesterday.
Personally making quite a few throws to first. First when Kegel was on, and now wants to keep Youcher close as well. Not going, fouled again.
Rich Newton provided us some notes on each of his players. I guess it wasn't surprising to read that Seth Myers is a funny man.
That makes sense.
And a quality left-handed bat, according to Coach Newton.
You do it all. That one just missed. 1-1.
Youcher's a base stealer, 12 of 13 down there at first base.
Rich Newton says he really likes this group he's got. Started last summer, built through the school year, but they really caught momentum on their trip to Florida over spring break. And a throw to first gets away, but not quite far enough for Youcher to advance. Yeah, you almost have to bond if you go on a baseball trip to Florida. You're pretty focused on playing and getting to know each other. It's worked out. 2-1 to Myers. Stephen Mello, who's today's starting pitcher for Edgewood, is on deck. Another foul. Halloran led off the inning looking at strike 3, then Cagle walked, and then Yautja replaced him on the base pass with a fielder's choice. Now it is Seth Myers with a 2-2 count, 2 out in the first. This is stroke to short. Good pick there by Grant Kuklinski. He'll step on second himself, and that'll do it for Edgewood in the first. Now a message from your local station. This is your WIAA network station. Here comes Mosinee, bottom of the first. We continue with your starting lineups, brought to you by Rural Mutual Insurance Company. Premiums paid here, stay here to keep Wisconsin strong. Grove, here's the Mosinee lineup that scored 8 runs on 10 hits yesterday. And at DH, Ben Schleim, man,
he's a big boy. And Drummond had a big day, as you say. But 3 for 3 with 4 RBIs. Jershely's an exciting player at the top of the lineup. And again, they can hit the ball.
And they'll face Stephen Mello, who played left field yesterday and actually came into pitch a little bit yesterday as well.
Got the save with the 1 inning of relief, allowed 1 hit and didn't allow a run. On the year, he's, as you can see, pretty effective. This is his 9th game, all starts. He's got 2 complete games and a shutout. 41 innings, you see what he's done there as far as giving up 35 hits. Walked his 14, struck out 50.
Edgewood uniforms, their team colors officially are maroon and Vegas gold. Mosinee in the purple and white. By the way, in that first inning, Keegan Jershely threw 23 pitches. 7 times Edgewood fouled off pitches. So busy inning of work on the mound for Jershely, and now he starts as the leadoff man for Mosinee and gets strike 1. That was fouled off the end of the bat. Q shot to first. Fair ball. Wow, it jumped over the glove of Seth Myers. Jershely's going to second. And a curious play to start the day for the Mosinee offense, and Jershely ends up on base.
Yeah, that looks like a routine play. It's a Q shot down the first base. Got a lot of topspin on it because the ball caroms like it's going foul, and then it went there, and it jumps over Myers' glove. I gotta think that's an error.
Yep, they call it an error, but that was so strange. It looked like he was just going to grab and step on the bag, but never got a glove on it. Never touched the bag either. Just kept rolling down the line. Okay, opportunity for Mosinee right off the bat. Here's Taylor Lemansky. Lemansky yesterday 0 for 3 in the semifinal win against La Crosse Logan. Looking for his 21st RBI of the year. Hot shot, left field, base hit. Let's see if they send Jershely. They will, and he will score. And very quickly, Mosinee jumps out to a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, they set the tone. They're going to run the bases aggressively. Adam Olson, the third base coach, and the coach of this team didn't hesitate and sent in Jershely, who's going to challenge Henry Bishop's arm. And there was no contest. Lemansky hits the hole between short and third. Bishop's throw got cut off, but he's not going to get the speedy Jershely.
Pitch was up in the strike zone a little more than Mello would have liked it. Lemansky jumped on it. 1-0 Mosinee. Here comes Gavin Obremski. Obremski, the left-handed hitter, fouls it at the plate for strike 1.
Mosinee runs the bases aggressively. They've got 119 stolen bases coming in the tournament. They've only been caught 11 times.
Gavin Obremski's going to Rock Valley Junior College. That's in Rockford, Illinois. And now Mello will chase the runner back, Lemansky the first.
They added that stolen base total by going 2 for 2 yesterday. They're very aggressive on the base pass. And again, they can swing it. Hitting .317 collectively.
And Obremski hits that at time. That's going to be over the head of Lavelli and right. And gone! Well, Brof, you talked about the wind, and that didn't hurt that shot at all. And it's a 2-run homer for Gavin Obremski. And just like that, Mosinee leads 3-0.
5th home run of the year for Obremski. That ties Jershely for team honors. Again, that's their 17th home run as a team. And that's a lot for a high school team in 31 games.
You say something, they can score some runs?
Yeah, I called them the Mashers.
Attaboy.
I think this is wind-aided, to be sure, but nonetheless, that was a good swing, and he barreled it up.
Well, you knew Lavelli wasn't going to get there, but boy, he could carry. over that wall. That's a shot. Probably about 370, 380.
That's the fourth ball we've seen hit out of here in 4 days.
Now Brady Locken, as Mello hasn't retired a batter yet. Now he's 2-0 to the Mosinee first baseman, Brady Locken. Bounce to short. Yautcher on the run, throws, got him. Nice play. Well, let's take a look at the Edgewood defense. They made a couple of spectacular plays yesterday. A couple of Bishops in the outfield, along with Labelli, Jessberger, Yautcher, Halblai, Myers, third to first. Cagle catching the pitcher, Mello.
Saw Yautcher how smooth he is in short. Again, he's a Penn State recruit, and he can really play shortstop.
He made a catch on a line drive yesterday. It's as good as any you're going to see. This is a mile high. Yautcher says, I've got it. Finally, it lands in the glove for the second out. That was Cameron Zabel who pops out to short. Now here's Carter Fondry, the right fielder. Things can settle down a little bit for Stephen Mello on the mound for Edgewood. Mosinee, located in Marathon County, that's in north central Wisconsin. And the Central Wisconsin Airport, that's in. Of course, Edgewood's in Madison. That's about 7 blocks down from Camp Randall Stadium on Monroe Street. Here's the right fielder, Carter Fondry. Just a sophomore, but here he is playing in the state baseball final. Second team all-conference. Mosinee in the Great Northern Conference. They were the champions with a perfect 12-0 mark. Bounced foul.
Adam Molson, very nonchalant at barehanding that foul ball, relaying it back to Mello.
Mosinee with that 8-1 win yesterday has outscored their opponents in the tournament 21-2. Oh, let me add that, 24-2 with this 3 here. Count is full to Carter Fondry. Ben Schley hoping to get a chance to hit here, but he won't because that's strike 3 looking. Mosinee gets 3. Now a message from your local station. This is your WIAA network station. Or WIAA State Baseball Championships are brought to you by Rural Mutual Insurance Company. Premiums paid here, stay here to keep Wisconsin strong. A proud sponsor of the WIAA Rural Mutual Sportsmanship Award for over 50 years. Gavin O'Brempson's going to remember that swing for a long time. Long 2-run homer.
And you can see in a hanging breaking pitch.
Yeah, that was right up there where you like him. Here's Stephen Mello. He leads off the Edgewood second. Mello, Henry Bishop, Davis Halblai to face Keegan Jershel. Bounced that one in off the chest protector of O'Brempsky.
Mello 1 for 3 yesterday.
The back foul. Mello's going to play baseball at UW Oshkosh. He's second team all-conference and been on the Edgewood varsity for 4 years. Look at Keegan Jershel. Fouled, and it's going to get the seats.
Second to Cagle on this team with a couple of home runs.
This is Edgewood's 6th trip to the WIAA State Baseball Tournament. Their first since 2011. They won the title in 2004, then again 2009. And a swinging strike 3 as Mello goes after the high, hard one. 1 out in the second. That wasn't a hard one. That was the breaker.
He wasn't going to hit it. The pitch up in his eyes. I know that.
All right, here's Henry Bishop. And he hits one hard to right, base hit. Let's see if he's going to turn. Nope. As Fondry recovers pretty well. Base hit for Henry Bishop. That's the first hit for the Crusaders.
Bishop goes the other way. Got a hit yesterday, drove in a run. Had a double yesterday. It's played by Fondry to knock him down and keep Bishop getting extra bases.
Here comes Davis Hallblythe. He gets out of the way of that one for ball one. And at the state hockey tournament, as Edgewood made the state hockey this year. And Cagle also a pretty good player on that Crusader Hockey Club for Pete Rothering. 1-1 the count to Hallblythe.
Hallblythe drove in a big insurance run in 6th inning last night with a hit. 1-1 for 3.
And swinging strike two. Rich Newton, the head coach for Edgewood, describes Hallblythe as a quirky athlete.
A hockey player.
Go to first. Oh, close play. Bishop got back. You know a few quirky hockey guys?
I have met some in my time.
Without naming names, can you give us an example of a quirky?
Well, that's not fair to non-goalies.
2-2 to Hallblythe.
And Hallblythe was not a goalie. He'd rather get a good goaltender this year.
Hockey guys. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Wow, they lost their hockey or the security deposit in their apartment because of too many puck holes in the drywall.
Ball carrying back in the field, so we got a delay. Well, the third base umpire has to be the ball boy.
They'll throw that ball out of play for now. Hallblythe will step back in with a 2-2 count. One down here, runner on first.
Nice hustle there by Willie Eisenman to track the ball down.
Well done. Usually you have a guy to do that, don't you?
Usually.
All right, now here's another full count. Usually again, 23 pitches in the first inning, and now Hallblythe's battling here in this at bat in the second. And Bishop at first, he's not going, and another foul ball. Boy, these Edgewood hitters are pesky. They've hit 11 foul balls already. Well, they're going to break the bank on baseball. Whoa! Well, Hallblythe thought it was ball four originally, then wasn't sure. Then he threw the bat away, and it is ball four.
Yeah, there was great indecision by both Hallblythe and the umpire.
Let's see.
He looks back at Marquise here. I think that pitch is outside the zone.
Thought about throwing it. Wasn't sure.
Very respectful. Agreeing with the umpire's call.
All right, here's Carson Jesberger, an opportunity for Edgewood to get right back in this thing. Down 3-0, but first and second of the runners with only one out.
It's the guy they call Big Country.
Yeah. Somebody posted. I didn't see the show last night, but they had that top 10 on SportsCenter. He was play number 7. He made a heck of a play at third.
Yeah, from his knees, he should have heck of an arm, and that's what got him on SportsCenter.
Now, look, Bishop back to second. Blinsky and Zabel were trying to sneak in behind, but it's close enough to get a throw from Jershey. Now back to the plate we go. 1-1 coming to Jesberger. This is hit hard to the gap in left field. It'll drop for a hit. I guess it was a little humpback liner as it turned out, but still a single for Jesberger, and the Crusaders have loaded the bases.
Womansky with a good deke here to keep the runner at second from getting a running start home. Getting it's off the end of the bat. Big swing. Falls in front of Womansky, who does fool Henry Bishop. By the time he reads the play, he can only go station to station and the bases are loaded.
Brady Lavelli up, the number 9 hitter in the Edgewood lineup. Lavelli yesterday 0 for 2. Takes a strike.
Lavelli on the year 4 for 26 with 2 RBIs. Jershey looking for a double play ball.
Strike.
Rich Newton looking for Lavelli to drive the ball in the gap. Both the infield and the outfield are in.
Here's the 1-2. Foul.
Infield halfway, up the middle, in on the corners.
Lavelli bats right, but throws left. Here he's trying to keep the line moving here with 1 out. Second inning. In the air, that's slicing. Wow. Rich Newton says lefties are just different. So they've got a quirky guy and a lefties are just different. Fun group we got here for it.
And Seth Myers playing first.
Who knew? This is in the air, slicing away from the right fielder Fondry, and it's well out of play. So again, Edgewood battling, trying to make Jerschley work, and they're doing a pretty good job of it. The Crusaders have the bases loaded with 1 out. Lavelli hits it to right, dropping, but Fondry's there to make the catch, and the runners will hold. I think Fondry might have lost that ball in the sun for a little bit, but he recovered and made the catch.
And he was playing so shallow that he had time to recover. And made a strong throw. The top of the order coming up. Rich Newton did not send Bishop from third. But now it'll take a 2-out hit by Halloran to bring in a run.
We're getting that part of the day where the sun gets low enough in the horizon where the right side really has to deal with some difficult sun conditions. So we'll see how that develops as we go here. Halloran struck out looking his first time and looks at ball 1 here. Held up on the inside pitch, 2-0. To Halloran.
Jerschley definitely having command issues today. This thing gets it up there about 90 miles an hour. School's looking at him as a D1 pitcher. He's going to go play the field in South Dakota State next year.
Right now, he's got to find one in the zone. Halloran, there's no way he's going to swing at this one, right? Tries to distract Jerschley, but it's right there for strike 1. Now let's see if Halloran finds a good one to hit and drive somewhere. 3-1 with the bases loaded. Here it comes. Out. Jerschley battling back to a 3-2 count.
It's up to 52 pitches in the second inning. Again, the WIAA limits pitchers to 100 pitches in an outing. They have to come out of the game after that.
Jerschley fakes the throw, but does not go to the base. And now he'll settle in for a very important 3-2 pitch again to the batter, Halloran. Strike 3 looking. A golden opportunity goes by the boards for Edgewood. Now a message from your local station. This is your WIAA network station. It is a perfect afternoon to sit in the sun and text your friends at the old ballpark.
Yeah, the sun's come back. Clouded up there, that Division 3 tilt, but it's a beautiful afternoon. A little muggy. It's really a little windy, but it's a late spring day. It's pretty darn nice.
I would say done pretty well this week. Ben Schley, the designated hitter, leads off for Mosinee. Little dribbler back to the mound. Mello catches, throws, got him 1 out.
First time Schley's been retired in the tournament. Went 3 for 3 with 4 RBIs yesterday.
So Schley grounds back to the pitcher for the first out, and here comes Elliot Yurkovsky, the left fielder for Mosinee. Yurkovsky had a hit 1 for 2 yesterday, scored a run. He is a multi-sport athlete at Merrill. Mosinee, a second-team all-conference linebacker in football. Honorable mention all-conference in hockey, and here he is playing in the state baseball tournament for Mosinee, and has a 4-point grade point average through his junior year.
And he's a dead pull hitter from what we saw yesterday.
Right. And guess where it goes? To right. There's Brady Lavelli under it. And makes the catch. 2 down. Well, after a rocky start, Stephen Mello starting to settle in. He's retired 5 in a row after giving up 3 runs, including a 2-run homer to Gavin Obremski in the first. In fact, the first 3 batters reached and scored. Here's Grant Kuklinski. Swings at the first pitch, rolls it to second. Davis hauled wide, got there and made the play. Now a message from your local station. This is your WIAA. The 2024 WIAA Baseball Championships are brought to you by Menards. Save big money at Menards on all your home improvement needs. They're the Aquinas Blue Golds, your Division III champions, 6-4 over Kenosha St. Joseph.
Buddy Peters with a big home run, and Mike D, their coach, became the first coach ever to win WIAA championship. He won a WISA and a WISA championship. He won that WISA championship 40 years ago. That's quite a career for the 66-year-old D.
Said that, and it surprised me. You would think it would have happened, but that's pretty remarkable.
Yeah, that's a good note. Dan Lucas from St. Norbert College gave me that one. I was the same way. I went, that's a great note. But it's been 24 years since WISA dissolved. It's the private school group, and Edgewood was a member of that. But anyway, hats off to Mike D. He's got a nice team. And earlier, Amoeba Strum won their first ever Division IV championship, beating Sullivan Springs Northwood 11-1.
I think who else could do that?
Nobody's ever going to do it now.
Yeah, I mean, that's like DiMaggio's 56 game.
Yeah.
3-0 the count to the leadoff hitter Bennett Cagle here in the Edgewood third. He takes the strike. Cagle walked in the first. Ball 4. The second time Cagle draws a walk.
Jershey continues to have command issues. He's walked 3 now in the first 2+ innings, and he's up to almost 60 pitches.
Justin Yaucher.
Jershey from a long baseball family. Mike Jershey, his grandfather, won a World Series ring, longtime third base coach for the Kansas City Royals, still in the Royals organization. His dad, Jeremy, coached at UW Stevens Point. You'll see him coaching first base for Mosinee. Jersh was a good player in the WIAC as well. Got an uncle who's in the Chicago White Sox organization. Is a manager at Charlotte. But he's highly thought of within the White Sox organization as they rebuild.
Last week we saw his sister Taylin.
But she can play. She's just a sophomore.
Shortstop for the Division II state runner-up Mosinee Indian softball team.
She hit like 573, didn't she?
Yeah. And oh, by the way, she also ran in the 4x400 relay for the Mosinee track team.
What an athletic family.
One and two is the count to Preston Yaucher. Bennett Cagle, the runner at first, on the out. Popped up mile high in the infield. Grant Kuklinski, the shortstop, has it. First out. Yaucher pops out to short. Here comes Seth Myers. Seth Myers, first team all-conference in the Badger West. Good-looking left-handed hitter, 368 on the year. Jershey would love a quick inning to save some of those pitches that have really piled up in the first 2 1/3.
He has only thrown 3 first pitch strikes. He only threw 3 first pitch strikes the first 10 hitters, and he falls behind Myers here.
Yeah, that one Hit the zone, and Myers couldn't catch up with it, so 1-1 the count. First baseman Seth Myers. Another throw to first. A couple of famous graduates from Edgewood High School. Comedian Chris Farley. Our friend, our Brewers TV reporter Sophia Minard went to Edgewood. Her dad was the longtime football coach there, Al. That one hit Myers. Hit him down by the ankles, and it's going to smart a little bit.
Boy, Sophia's really gone up in the world.
Right.
Did you consider her as the distinguished alums? I remember when she worked with us. Guess that says we're getting old. Well, Sophia's done great. And she's a good person, as is her dad, Alan, who's worked with us on football for many years as well.
I tell you, that's one of those things where if I gave you more graduates from Edgewood and I said Sophia's name, everybody would know Sophia.
You're right.
All right, here's Stephen Mello now. Edgewood threatening again, first and second. They had the bases loaded in the second and did not score. Now first and second with only one out. Mello trying to help himself here. Runner goes, and the throw to third, not in time. Bennett Cagle steals third base.
And I kind of think he did that on his own.
Ooh, you better make it.
Yeah, down 3 runs.
But he did.
But he did, and Seth Myers picking up on the fact Cagle broken for third. The trail runner makes it to second.
Yeah, so second and third now. RBI chance, 2 RBI chance for Mello with a base hit. But 0-2 the count.
Edgewood has had a lot of traffic on the bases. They've stranded 4 over the first 2 innings, and they got 2 in scoring position here with 1 out in the third.
And Jersley bounces that one in. Obremski made a nice stop on the hop. 69 pitches now for Jersley. 1 out in the third. Little tapper. Foul. It'll stay 1-2.
But it stayed fair, and that was going to be a tough chance for Obremski.
Yeah. Jersley's a 3-sport athlete too: baseball, football, basketball. He's been first team or honorable mention all-state in all 3 sports. 1-2 coming to Mello. Strike 3. That's a huge second out.
Strikes out Mello for the second time. His other 2 strikeouts were against Halloran.
Well, now it's up to Henry Bishop. He has one of the 2 Edgewood hits so far. Again, Jersley throws it in the dirt, and again, Obremski likely saves a run. Well, it just feels like Edgewood has to get a run here.
A run for 4 with runners in scoring position.
A little high. 3 runs, 2 hits, no errors for Mosinee. No runs, 2 hits, 1 error for Edgewood. Foul. 2-1. Big gap in left center field for Bishop.
Yeah, they play Bishop to hit the other way.
Missed again. 3-1. First base is open.
You can see Lemansky, the center fielder.
Wow, that is a gap and a half.
Yeah, he's pulling him like he's a left-handed pull hitter.
Ball 4. The bases are loaded for the second straight inning. Ooh, how long can Jersley do this high wire act and keep a 0 on the scoreboard for Edgewood?
But he's only got 24 pitches left by WIAA rules, so that may be limiting onto itself.
Here's Davis Halblite, state tournament veteran. Strike. Jersley needed a first pitch strike and got it. Now time called. Ball got loose down the right field line, I believe. Yeah. So that's retrieved by Carter Fondry. And we'll get right back to work here. This is the Division II state championship game between Mosinee and Edgewood. Mosinee scored 3 runs in the first. And now Edgewood with another threat here in the third. Foul. 0-2 to Davis Hallblad.
Mosinee getting their bullpen active as Jersley struggled once again.
Looks like number 17 for Mosinee. That's Zach Nahuda, who pitched yesterday. Hot shot! Over the head of Grant Kuklinski in the left for a base hit. 2 runs are going to score, and Edgewood is right back in it. It's 3-2.
Unhappily, you had the big hit yesterday to add an insurance run in the 6th inning. He does it again, finding this one just over the leaping Kuklinski at short.
I thought he was going to get it.
Yeah, game of inches, you know, Jay. And here's a pretty good example right here. Kuklinski playing in a little bit, and he just couldn't snare the 2 outline drives because there's 2 out. That plated a pair, and it's a 1-run game.
So Cagle and Myers score on the hit by Hallblad. First and second, the runners for Edgewood, and Carson Jesberger at the plate. That was the 80th pitch for Keegan Jersley. There's the aforementioned Zach Nahuda. And another ball. 2-0.
You just can't pitch from behind at any level and be successful.
Well, if Edgewood wouldn't have got a run there, man, that would have been a huge, huge hole. But now 3-2, and all the momentum's on their side. Good cut, fouled it back. Rich Newton says Carson Jesberger's a hard-working guy, solid overall, honorable mention all conference, kind of a glue guy for this Edgewood team.
Dumped a single into center last debut.
Good look there. 3-1. Fouled. And now the count goes full with 2 outs here in the top of the third. 2 are in for Edgewood. And still runners on first and second. Jersley's faced 19 batters. 12 of them have faced 5 or more pitches. And that's added up to 84 so far. In the air to center, Lemansky with that wind pushing it makes the catch, and the inning is finally over. But Edgewood scores 2. Now a message from your local station. This is your WIAA network station. Mosinee's big hit, a 2-run homer by Gavin Obremski. Edgewood's big hit by that guy, a 2-run single by Davis Hallblad.
That was the only hit in the 3rd inning for Edgewood.
Wow.
They punched 3 walks and finally got a big hit from Hallblad. They're 2 for 6 was running in scoring position today.
Well, there's Jersley leading off the Mosinee 3rd with a solid single to left. Second time he's been on from that leadoff spot. Reached on there and scored in the first. So good start to the 3rd for Mosinee. Here comes Taylor Lemansky.
Kirschland leads the team in runs scored. 42 coming in the tournament. Hits with 38, doubles with 9, home runs with 5. And he's a leading stolen base threat as well.
Not going this time. Lemansky looks at a ball. Taylor Lemansky's going to play baseball at UW lacrosse. He's a first-team all-conference outfielder the last 3 years. Holds the Mosinee baseball career records for walks and hit by pitches, 74 total. And also has 7 saves, which is the most by any player in Mosinee baseball history. Maybe we'll see him on the mound a little later today. Right now he's in the box with a man on first, and again they chase Jersley back.
Jersley's only been caught once in 38 attempts this year on the base paths.
Well, now Lemansky has a big hitting gap in right center field, so if he can push it that way, there goes Jersley on the run, and Jersley will be tagged out. I guess they were just waiting to see if Hallbleib still held on to the ball. But Jersley, a rare caught stealing as he's gunned down by Cagle.
Well, Jersley looking back like it's a hit and run. I don't think the Mosinee coach is happy with the decision. There it is. Does he keep the tag on him? Is this a swim move? He comes in with the left hand, and then he comes back and tags it back with the right hand.
Yeah.
This well.
He might have slid off the bag. Yeah, I think you're right.
Adam Olson just, I don't know what he's asking for. There's no replay in WIAA high school baseball, so I guess he's asking to make sure, and you can see second base umpire explaining the rationale and why he called him out. That's Chuck Runge who made the call.
Adam Olson's in his 11th season as head coach at Mosinee. He's a graduate of Mosinee High School.
Here it is again.
Look, yeah. Ooh, a little zoom in there. Nice job, guys.
And I think
maybe got him first time, huh?
So Olson's discussion is over with the second base umpire. There's one out, nobody on for Mosinee.
Well, that changes the complexion of the inning, doesn't it now? One out, 2-1 the count. And base hit to left. Second hit of the inning, but Lemansky the only runner after the caught stealing of Keegan Jersley.
4 hits now for Mosinee.
Lemansky's hit a couple of ropes. Big top spin on that one, and just out of the reach of Preston Yautcher. Well, here's Gavin Obremski last time up. He hammered a home run to right center field. Got a little boost from the wind, but he hit it a ton. Another look at that home run. Boom.
Hanging breaking ball, and he banged it.
I guess. Two and 0 to Obremski. Hot shot, base hit, right field. Turning for third is Lemansky. He'll make it easily. First and third for Mosinee, only one out. Boy, a couple of hard shots this inning.
Obremski turns on this one. Doesn't have the launch angle that you saw in the first inning. Lemansky avoids the line drive single to right. Going to have a courtesy runner for the catcher. Colton Sherrick is the courtesy runner, I do believe.
Colton Sherrick's a 6', 165-pound senior. Plays some left field, plays some center field, but he's running for Obremski at first. Here's Brady Lockett. He's the Mosinee cleanup man.
Colton Sherrick 9 for 11 in stolen bases attempts. Let's see if they run the courtesy runner.
At that time, Lockett takes ball one. He's got 21 runs batted in this season. Yesterday, 1 for 4 for Lockett in the win against La Crosse Logan. Two and 0. He too a 4.0 grade point student, member of the National Honor Society at Mosinee. Throw to first. Back goes Sherrick. Gonna have a great Division I final for you later tonight. Groff and Bob Brainerd will have De Pere, the number 1 seed, against the number 3 seed, Sun Prairie East. Outside 3-0 to Loken.
De Pere's number 1 in state title in baseball. Sun Prairie's won a bunch of them.
Yeah. But not at Sun Prairie East.
You're right.
Of course, the Sun Prairie schools had another, Sun Prairie East, Sun Prairie West. 3-0 to Brady Locken. Take a strike. 1 out in the inning. Mosinee scored 3 in the bottom of the first. Edgewood responded with 2 in the top of the third, and Mosinee's trying to get those runs right back here in the bottom of the third. Ball 4. The bases are loaded. Lemansky, the runner at third. Sherrick, the runner at second. Now Locken, the runner at first, and it goes to Cameron Zabel, the second baseman. Boy, and what if Jershely wouldn't have been caught at second after that leadoff single? But a big threat still for the Indians. And Zabel takes a strike.
Infield in double play depth. They're in the corners. They'd love a double play ball, even if it means a run and score.
Now that one buckled the knee of Zabel a little bit. Takes a strike, and quickly 0-2 to the Mosinee second baseman.
Going to play at UW Stout next year.
Strike 3 called. 2 down. Bases loaded.
Yeah, breaking ball hit the inside corner.
The catcher Cagle was set up in the outside corner, but came inside, and that's strike 3. Okay, now here's Carter Fondry. Swing, that's a foul off the home plate umpire's mask, I believe. Everybody's okay. 1 strike. Boy, nothing's been easy for these pitchers today, huh? There's been a lot of runners.
Well, Mello's had problems with the 3 top hitters in the lineup. After that, he's been okay, but it's the 3 guys that have done all the damage.
Fondry struck out looking his first time. High strike. 0-2.
Top 3 hitters from Mosinee are 5 for 6 with 3 runs scored and 3 RBIs.
Yeah, that gets a little quiet, doesn't it, after that? All right. Fondry to right. Lavelli makes the catch. That'll do it for the Mosinee third. Still 3-2. Now a message from your statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station. 2024 WIAA Baseball Championships are brought to you by the Wisconsin DOT. 0 in Wisconsin. Together, we can save lives. That's a beautiful shot.
It's a beautiful day.
Beautiful day. Great day for baseball.
Been a great week up here weather-wise. Been a great week watching ball.
Yeah. Rain overnight, I hear. I slept through it.
So I heard.
I had a good night's sleep last night. Okay, here we go. Top of the fourth. Edgewood trailing 3-2.
Stephen Mello coming up big. Some big pitches. Both teams have had scoring chances. Edgewood's left 6 runners on base in the first 3 innings. Mosinee just left the bases loaded in an attempt to expand a 1-run lead.
Here's Brady Lavelli leading off the Edgewood fourth. He hit with the bases loaded back in the second and hit a fly ball to right field. For them, the second out of the inning, and Edgewood did not score in that inning with the bases loaded, but they scored 2 in the top of the third. Foul. 1-2. Jershely getting close to that 100-pitch mark. Now 89.
And because of that, the bullpen is active for Mosinee.
Fouled.
He likely will not complete this inning.
That again is Nehuda warming up in the bullpen for Mosinee. Fouled again. There's Nehuda. Zach again finished up yesterday with an inning and a third. Fouled again. Boy, that's got to be frustrating for Jershely. Now, some of it's been a little self-inflicted, but Edgewood has done a nice job of just frustrating the Mosinee pitcher with all those foul balls. This is a mile high in the air. Who's going to get it? The shortstop, Kuklinski, fading back now. Called off by Yurkovsky, and he makes a sliding catch.
Again, anything in the air today has been adventuresome. Left fielder calls off the shortstop and makes the catch and loses his hat.
All right, one out in the Edgewood fourth. Top of the order, Jack Halloran. And he will line it through the middle for a base hit. Couple of hopper to the outfield and a base hit for the DH for Edgewood. Hit number 4 for the Crusaders.
It's a big hop. But apparently is a hard infield in front of the plate. Mounds in the center field. It's a tying run on board for Edgewood.
And that one gets past the catcher, Obremski, and that'll move Halloran up a base to second. There's Jack Halloran. There's Keegan Jersley. Missed with that one. 2-0 the count to Bennett Cagle. He scored one of the 2 Edgewood runs, and Cagle, both times up, has drawn bases on balls today. And now he's 3-0.
And he's worked the count. I mean, as you mentioned many times, the way they got the pitch count up on Jersley has been a real factor in this game.
Walked him on 4 pitches.
I mean, he's had command issues, to be sure. But the fact they fouled so many pitches off, this is probably going to be his last hitter. Because of the WIAA pitch count limit in all of high school baseball nationally.
You see Jersley's at 98 as he starts this at bat to Preston Youcher. First and second for the Crusaders. 1 out. There's a strike.
Youcher's already committed to Penn State. That's right, Madison listeners, there is Big Ten baseball. Not in Wisconsin, but there is Big Ten baseball.
You're going to open a can of worms with that thing.
Stating the facts, Jay.
Yeah.
And Youcher's a nice little shortstop who's got a chance. He's going to confer with Rich Newton right now. How many teams in the Big Ten next year?
Well, let's see. +4. I believe it's up to 18 then, isn't it?
I believe 17 will play baseball in the Big Ten next year.
Gotta move on, you know that?
I'm just stating the facts.
That is something, though, isn't it? I mean, all those teams that don't have one at Wisconsin. Used to. Okay, 1 strike to Youcher. That's going to go through the left side, base hit. Rounding third is Halloran. He's going to score, and we're all even again, 3-3. RBI hit for Preston Youcher.
So Edgewood rallies from 3 down to tie the game. 1 out single from Youcher, and that will be the last pitcher that Jersley is eligible to pitch. After throwing 100 pitches, he's got to come out of the game.
So there comes the new pitcher. We'll tell you about him when we return. 3-3 our score. And now a message from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station. Edgewood fans making their way up from the Madison area. They like what they see so far as their team has battled back from 3-0 to tie at 3-3. We saw Zach Nahuda pitch yesterday, broke, and we'll see him pitch again today.
That's what he did coming into this tournament. In the tournament, he threw an inning in the third on Wednesday of scoreless relief. Didn't allow a hit. Struck out 1 of the 4 batters he faced. But he's been good out of the bullpen for the Indians this year. Nahuda's got a couple shutouts as a starter. 2 complete games as a starter. He has not got a save, but 38 2/3. He's walked 20 and struck out 41.
So he enters the game in the 4th. He has Bennett Cagle, the runner at second. He has Preston Youcher, the runner at first. There's 1 out in the inning, and here comes the Edgewood cleanup hitter, Seth Myers. First pitch of the day from Nahuda. Inside and low, ball 1. Myers today. Ground out. Was hit by pitch. Stolen base. Run scored.
There goes the runner.
And they're going to get him at third. Cagle cut down. Good recognition by Nahuda as Cagle tried to sneak in with a stolen base, but he's out.
Again, I think he was running on his own there. He got a running lead. As you can see, that's Nahuda with the awareness to step off and throw to third, and Cagle was a dead duck.
That's an interesting finish to that play. Look at this. Puts on the brakes. Where's he going to go? You know, this is foul. Well, he made it the first time he tried it and didn't make it the second time. So 2 down.
And the trail runner did not advance this time, unlike last inning.
1-1 the count to Myers. He'll look. They'll throw back to first. Youcher got back. Myers, first team all-conference. Trying to come up with a big hit here. That pitch missed. Boy, the catcher, Obremski, said, where did miss? 2-2. Or 2-1, excuse me.
Jersley has gone to shortstop. Zabel's gone to third. Kuklinski to second.
So a new look infield for Mosinee. 3-1 the count. Hot shot, foul. So that would mean Zabel's at third, Jersley's at short, Kuklinski's at second, and Locken still stays at first with Nahuda pitching. 3-2 now to Myers. Wow, that was behind him for ball 4. So Edgewood with a couple runners on and 2 down here in the 4th. A run in, 3-3 the score. Here's Stephen Mello. Base hit center field. Youcher rounds third. He will score, and Edgewood in front. 4-3. RBI singles, Stephen Mello.
Edgewood rallies from 3 down with 2 in the 3rd, 2 here in the 4th. The latest coming on a big 2-out hit by Mello. Going fan twice against Jersley. Throws too late and cut off.
Alex Shep will run at first base for the pitcher Mello. So the Edgewood Crusaders, 2 in the 3rd, 2 here so far in the 4th. They knocked Keegan Jersley out of the mound. Now here's a ground ball to short. They'll go to second for the force, and Bishop is retired. Now a message from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station. Well, that 3-run first inning from Mosinee seems like it was a long time ago. Edgewood has battled back, and the Crusaders take a 4-3 lead into the bottom of the 4th inning.
Purple-clad fans on the third base side certainly think it was a long time ago.
This is Schley, first pitch swinging. Going to be a tough play for Lavelli, but he fights the wind and the sun and makes the catch in right center field. First out of the 4th.
First ball hitting. Schley who had the big day in the semifinals, goes the other way here. And as you alluded to earlier, that Sunfield's getting tough to play. Doesn't help when you lose your hat.
Yeah. You can see the sun glistening off these sunglasses of Lavelli as he makes that catch. One out to Elliot Yurkovsky. The first three batters that Stefan Mello faced today scored. There's 3-0 before you could look up. 3-0 after the first three hitters. But he's been in a spot of trouble in the third, but outside of that, he's handled the bottom of the lineup very well so far. And a swinging strike to Yurkovsky. But the top of that order is lurking. This is the number 8 hitter in the Mosinee lineup. A defensive swing foul, and will just hop over the netting.
Yeah, the bottom 6 hitters don't have a hit. Only one has reached base. That's Locken, who walked.
One and two. Wow. You want today's easy Mosinee trivia question?
Well, sure.
The city of Mosinee was changed the name to honor a Menominee Indian chief. What?
I assume it's Chief Mosinee?
Shut up, baby. There's nobody better in the business. Fly ball at the left. Yurkovsky retired 2 out.
I thought your Mosinee trivia question yesterday was pretty easy.
Yeah. What hockey player, former Badger, former Hobie Baker winner, was born in Mosinee? Cole Caulfield.
Indeed.
There's the Sun Prairie East team. Oh, that's DePere. That's DP.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Their uniforms are similar, though. There's some red in the Sun Prairie Cardinals unis.
That's right. We got some Cardinals coming over. All right.
Cardinals and the Redbirds for all the marbles in B1. And they both have old school looks to their unis.
Here's Grant Kuklinski. Number 9 hitter. Swinging strike 3. Mello sends Mosinee down 3 in a row. Now time message from your local station. This is your WIAA network station. 24 WIAA baseball championships are brought to you by the Wisconsin Education Association Council. WIAC thanks all public school educators for giving their all this school year. WIAC, we teach, we inspire. That was the big 2-run single by Preston Yautcher that gave Edgewood on their way to a 2-run 4th inning and eventually a 4-3 lead. And here's Davis Hallbleib leading off the Edgewood 5th.
And you saw the Sun Prairie Cardinals looking on. Their game is scheduled to start at 6 o'clock.
Rolled foul. Quickly 0-2 to the Edgewood second baseman, Davis Hallbleib.
Sure, many of those Sun Prairie players are familiar with Edgewood's players from their youth baseball days.
This is lifted left. Oh my gosh, the left fielder Yurkovsky stumbled and didn't make the catch. Hallbleib ends up at second. Boy, it looks like Yurkovsky was going to easily make the play, but all of a sudden he stumbled and the ball hit the turf.
I don't think you can blame the wind on that one. That was just a bad break if you're a Mosinee fan. Here it is again. He's got it measured. Then he just plain stumbles and losing his balance.
Now, that's an error on the left fielder, Yurkovsky, and a great start to the inning for Edgewood. Thank you very much. Carson Jesberger steps in. Has a long look down to Rich Newton, the third base coach and head coach for Edgewood. This is in the air. Right fielder Fondry fighting the sun and the wind makes the catch. And Hallbleib will have to stay at second. 1 out. Boy, you got to hold your breath when that ball's in the air.
I think we're going to get a pinch hitter here.
This is Henry Gill. He's a 6'2", 185-pound senior. Henry Gill. I believe that's his first appearance of the week, right?
Yep.
So he'll hit from Brady Lavelli.
Henry's 5 for 16 this year with 3 RBIs. Doesn't have an extra base hit.
So Gill for Lavelli here in the 5th. Looks at a strike. Awful challenging to sit in that dugout all day, and now you're in a critical situation coming in the 5th. Gill, though, swinging. That's going to fall for a base hit. Hobline held up for a second, but now he's going to score. And how about Henry Gill coming off the bench and driving in a run? 5-3 Edgewood.
4th RBI of the year for Henry Gill, who goes the other way and dumps that one between the right and center fielder. Lemansky fielded it, but his momentum was taken toward right field, so he couldn't even make it throw to the plate.
And a tough little pitch to hit, down and in.
Good read by Hallwood out there at second base. He bobbled the ball. That's why his momentum was going to right field, and that's why there was no throw.
It's Jack Halloran, the hitter. And how about the genius coaching by Rich Newton? Hey, Gill, get in there. And he drives in a run.
Plays a hunch, and it comes up big.
Again, this game was 3-0 after the first inning, Mosinee. But the Indians haven't scored since, and Edgewood has put up 5, including 1 in here in the 5th. Here's Halloran. Had a tough start to his day with a couple of strikeouts, but then singled and scored in the 4th.
7 hits now for Edgewood.
And make it, well, I thought it was going to be 8, but what a catch by Jersley. But then the throw to second by Kuklinski is a little wide, and everybody's safe. Well, that's a heck of a stop to start, but they still can't get the out.
Howard slams the ball in the hole between short and third. Jersley makes a heck of a play to knock it down. Then he makes a decent throw. Gets a little to the first base side of second. It's going to be a tough error, I suppose, on Jersley.
It looked like Kuklinski short-armed that a little, too, on that catch.
But they got 2 on with 1 out.
So here comes Bennett Cagle. Again, he hit a line drive home run yesterday. He wouldn't mind doing that again right here with a couple of guys on.
You call that a fielder's choice?
Well, they haven't posted the official scoring yet, but I think that's, yeah, I think you're right about that. Two and 1 the count to Cagle. And the ball hops off the glove of Obremski. That's going to give an extra base to Gill to third. Pass ball there, bro? It's hard to say, right?
Scorers have a tough job.
Yes, they do. There's a strike. 3-2 now to Halloran.
It's a big hitter. Infield in. They got to cut the run off at the plate. Cagle's job to put the ball in play.
And he does. Fair down the third base line. 1 run is in. 2 runs are in. It's going to be a 2-run double for Bennett Cagle. And Edgewood builds on its lead to 7-3.
Cagle continues to have a big tournament. He knocked in 2 runs yesterday. He's knocked in 2 runs today and scored 2 runs today. Bennett Cagle with a big double. And it's a big inning for the Crusaders.
Boy, it sure is. The 3 are in. There's still only 1 out. Cagle's at second. And it's 7-3 Edgewood. Meeting at the mound.
There's nobody in the bullpen, so you have to assume that this is to try to settle everybody down.
I was telling you a little before about Adam Olson, the head coach. He's a graduate of Mosinee High School. He was a two-time first-team all-conference pitcher. His career earned run average was 0.66, and his career batting average in high school was .436. Played college baseball at UW Stoughton, was an assistant at D.C. Everston Davenport North High School in Iowa before becoming head coach of the Mosinee Indians 11 years ago. 176-64 his record in those 11 seasons.
Mosinee was the top seed in Division II.
Hot shot past the glove of Zabel into left. Cagle will get to third, and Youcher hit a rope. Boy, they are teeing off on these Mosinee pitchers.
Particularly against this reliever.
Right.
Churchley's problem was control, but this guy they've had some pretty good swings against.
And you know, for a while, Edgewood was getting a whole bunch of guys on and not scoring them, but now they are scoring them. And another hit. This time Myers to center. Here comes Cagle with the 8th Edgewood run, and it's Youcher going all the way to third. And Myers will go into second. Another big inning for the Crusaders.
He goes down and gets a pitch at his shoe tops, but he puts a big swing on that. And the center fielder, Romanski, bobbles it, and that enables the runners to go up a base. They do give an air to the center fielder.
Boy, the line just is, this is a merry-go-round now. 4 are in the inning. 8 in the game for Edgewood. This is a little roller off the bat of Mello. They'll come home, got to make the tag. They do, and they get Youcher at the plate. So Mello will reach at first. Myers goes over to third.
Edgewood attacking early in the count. First ball swinging. Gershly makes the play. Obremski with the tag. Going to be a courtesy runner at first.
That's Shep again for Stefan. Alex Shep runs. Well, this is the 9th hitter in the inning, Henry Bishop. This all started with Davis Hallblad, what seems like about an hour ago. The 3rd straight inning, a crooked number for Edgewood. 2 in the 3rd, 2 in the 4th, 4 here in the 5th. Strike 1.
4 hits, 2 errors have reduced the 4 runs.
Outside, Nahuda has had his troubles. And that one's driven down the corner and left. Here comes another run as Myers crosses the plate. And there's Shep going into third and Bishop to second with an RBI double. 9-3 Crusaders.
And they are barreling some balls up.
They haven't been cheap, have they?
No, we're going to get a pitching change here as Edgewood has batted around and broken this game open.
5 runs in the inning.
So I assume we're going to see somebody who's currently on the field. I think the center fielder, Womanski, is going to come in to pitch.
All right, we're going to take a break, come back, tell you about the new pitcher from Mosinee. Now, a message from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station. All right, there are your Sun Prairie East Cardinals. Ooh, they're going with the pinstripes today. Good looking outfits.
Yeah, you got conventional, old school unis there.
Love the piping on the De Pere unis. Very nice. De Pere, Sun Prairie East, Division 1. Coming up next, and Rolf, who's the new pitcher for...
Well, you've seen him in center field, Taylor Mosinee. He's also pitched. He's a senior. 2-0 in the year. This is his 11th appearance. 10th out of the bullpen. He's got 4 saves, and he's got to stop the bleeding air. You see, he's been stingy with the number of hits he's allowed. Command's been an issue. 9 walks in 15 innings. And this is Halblatt, who reached on the critical error when Yurkovsky dropped this fly ball to start this inning.
Yeah, that started it, and 5 runs later, it's 9-3 Edgewood. So the new outfield for Mosinee is Sherrigan left, Yurkovsky in center, and Fondry stays in right. With Lemansky now pitching. 2-1 the count to Halblatt. Halblatt has a big hit today, a 2-run single back in the 2-run third inning. Now the ball gets away from Obremski, and Edgewood's going to score again. That's Shep coming home on the ball that got by.
Good read by the courtesy runner, too. Look at Shep. You got the good secondary lead. The ball scoots away. The catcher doesn't know where he is, and Shep's going to score without a throw.
Well, 10 runs, the most Mosinee has given up in a game this year. They did give up 8 in a loss to Merrill midway through the regular season. But there's ball 4, and it just keeps on going for Edgewood. And it keeps slipping away from Mosinee.
Halblatt on for the second time this inning. He's been on all 4 times today. He's having a heck of a tournament. And he drove in the big insurance run yesterday as well.
Carson Jesberger's up now. 6 runs in, 2 outs in the inning. Missed, ball 2. Stephen Mello, the Edgewood pitcher, he hasn't thrown a pitch in about 25 minutes.
And they've got activity in the bullpen. Chet Kramer is throwing in the bullpen. Chet hasn't thrown a pitch all season in our stats, but maybe Chet just wanted to stretch his legs.
Get in there, big guy. It's the state final. Good luck to you.
Well, I believe it was 7 that was thrown, wasn't it?
In the air in the infield, the second baseman having trouble with the sun, so the right fielder couldn't get there either. It drops in front of Fondry, and it's just coming apart at the seams from Mosinee right now.
Well, there were 4 players in purple there, and the ball dropped between them. Meanwhile, Bishop scored. Halblatt goes to third, and yeah, someone call this an implosion. As you can see, 4 people go back. Nobody takes charge. Johnry probably should have made the catch for Fondry, but he didn't.
All right, so 13 hits for Edgewood. 7 runs are in the inning. Boy, now you got an 8-run lead in the 5th. Again, you were down 3-0, and now you've scored 11 straight.
All of a sudden, for Edgewood, you got to think to get that guy in from first base, get 3 outs in the bottom of the inning, you win the Division II title.
Who'd have thunk that?
But there's a long way to go. You got to get that guy in from first too, and get the top of the order out for Mosinee.
The point is moot as Gill strikes out, and 11-3 Edgewood. Now
no, it's not over. Well,
oh, hold on. Okay. All right. 11-3. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Now, a message from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station. Well, if you watched the first inning, you were thinking Mosinee, the #1 seed, might be well on its way. It was 3-0 after 1, but a lot has changed since. The Edgewood Crusaders have scored 11 straight runs, including a 7 spot in the 5th inning. Stephen Mello, thank all of his teammates for handing him an 8-run lead. 11-3 Edgewood as we go to the bottom of the 5th.
So now he's got to face those same 3 guys that started the game, and he hadn't been able to do very well against them today.
Here's Jersley.
And that's why if you're Mosinee, you got to still think you got a chance because they can swing the bats. But they're running out of time.
Yeah. So now they've updated the live scoring. The line on Jersley on the mound today, 3 1/3, 5 hits, 4 runs, all earned, 5 walks, 4 strikeouts, and he hit a bat. For Zach Nahuda, an inning and a third, 7 runs, 3 of them earned, 7 hits, and a walk. And then Lemansky came on for the final out of that 7-run 5th. So it's been a rough pitching day for Mosinee. 11 runs, 13 hits, and an error for Edgewood. 3 runs, 5 hits, 2 errors for Mosinee. And down goes Jersley swinging, 1 out. Well, I tell you what, if he gets these top 3 hitters for Mosinee, it is one of the all-time great shutdown innings for the way it's been going for the top 3 in the Indians' order today. Here's Taylor Lemansky. Rally hit that one hard to right center field. I don't think anybody's going to get that one. That's going to hit the corner right at the 400-foot mark. Lemansky turns second. He'll pull into third with a triple, and he's not stopping. Here comes Lemansky. He's going to score. He never hesitated.
And he got the windmill from the coach, who never hesitated either. He was trying to, as you said, it's the deepest part of the ballpark. You got to be pretty strong to hit it that far, and he does. And you can see he's thinking triple out of the box, and then Adam Olson's waving him all the way.
Now the umpire didn't expect that to come either, so Lemansky had to take a little detour around the home plate umpire.
Well, it wasn't a competitive throw, so what a tough call for the home plate umpire.
Well, how about that? Now here's Gavin Obremski, who hit a standard home run over the fence earlier in the 1st inning to give Mosinee that 3-0 lead. Rolled to short. Davis hauled wide. Got him.
It's the 3rd home run of the year for Lemansky, and the 17th hit by Mosinee this season. They got 2 outs here in the 5th, and they're running out of outs.
Yeah, that was right at that 405 sign in left and right center field. And there have been some hard hit balls in this one, that's for sure. Problem for Mosinee is it only got him to within 7, 11-4. Inside the park home run by Taylor Lemansky. Ball. So here's the first baseman, Brady Lockett. Ground out and a walk for Lockett in this one. And 3-1 the count. Mosinee fans aren't going to give up. They know their team can score some runs. But it is a big mound to climb down 11-4. Strike. Locken thought it was outside. Took a half a step toward first, but he'll get back in for a 3-2 pitch from Stephen Mello.
Mosinee has hit double digits 6 times this season.
Hot shot. Second baseman Davis Hallbleib had him played well. He'll throw to first, and that'll do it for Mosinee in the 5th. Now a word from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station. Neuro Neuroscience Group Field at Fox City Stadium in Grand Chute, just outside of Appleton. You see some of the fans for both Mosinee and Edgewood. And there you see the Crusaders leadoff batter here in the 7th inning. Boy, this will be the 5th time through the order. Jack Halloran gets another at bat.
Well, they just had a lot of runners on the bases. They've scored 11 runs. They've stranded 9.
First pitch to Halloran from Lemansky. It's right there for a strike. So 13 hits. They've drawn 7 walks. They have a hit batter.
And a couple errors.
A couple errors from Mosinee.
That's why Halloran's been up 5 times in 6 innings.
So 13 plus 7, that's 20. Hit by pitch, 21. 2 errors, 23 base runners.
I think one error was a bobble on the outfield, which enabled runner to take an extra base.
So still not bad. Yeah. But yes, 11 runs scored, and they have 10 left on in the game. That's some traffic. Halloran looks at the ball 2-2. Halloran, Cagle, and Yautcher. Scheduled hitters here in the top of the 6th. To third, Kuklinski's there, throws and got him. Solid play by Kuklinski at third for the first out.
Here's been one of their stars, Cagle. He's really had a good tournament. Hit a home run yesterday, drove in 2 runs. Has been on base every time today with 3 walks and a 2-run double.
Let me correct myself. That was Cameron Zabel at third. Kuklinski had moved to second. Zabel was originally the second baseman. Now he's at third. These kind of games don't do well for the scorecards and the lineup positions, I'll tell you that. Strike called.
Wouldn't do well if you're a Mosinee fan either.
Oh. Bennett Cagle, the hitter.
Cagle Jr., I don't think the way he's performed here in front of college scouts gets him some attention heading into his senior season.
In what sport, though?
Well, good point.
Yeah, he's going to have some options, isn't he? Ball 4.
Just 4th walk of the day.
4 walks, a double, 2 runs batted in, 2 runs scored, stolen base. That's a good day for Bennett Cagle. Preston Yautcher has a couple of hits, scored a run.
He's now 9 for 12 in the last 4 games in the playoffs. He scored 4 runs in the state tournament and driven in 4 runs in the state tournament.
And there's a hot shot to left. It'll hold up and hook over to Colton Sherrick, who makes the catch to retire Yautcher. And there's 2 outs in the Edgewood 6th.
The last 3 innings, Edgewood has really barreled up a lot of balls.
Yeah, when you hit it good, you're going to have a little hook on it. And that one had a tail for Yautcher, but Sherrick was able to make the out. Now there's 2 down and a runner on first in the top of the 6th. Here comes Seth Myers. And De Pere and Sun Prairie East will close out our championship Thursday with the Division I final at about...
I don't think that baby's going to start at 6 o'clock.
I was almost going to say 6 o'clock, but I think we're going to be a tad past 6. About 40 minutes after the conclusion of this game, after the awards and such. But we'll have it for you. Bill Brophy and Bob Brainerd. award-winning broadcast crew? You must have won something somewhere.
Not that I'm aware of.
Must be in the mail. That one missed. And ball 4. So, a couple of walks here.
Just fun to be able to do these games with you and
well, it sure is.
And Bob, and we've been doing it a long time, and we still enjoy it. And nothing quite like being able to see the best in the state play high school athletics, and we do it all year round. And appreciative to Rush Media and WIAA.
There's a line drive picked out of the air by Jersley, and that will retire the side. Now a message from your local station. This is your WIAA. Edgewood lead is 7 going into the bottom of the 6th inning. That's the number of times they scored at the top of the 5th. Edgewood with a 7 spot in support of that guy, Stephen Mello, who's really settled down after a rocky start. He's had a moment or two of little concern getting some guys on, but has given up only 1 run since. This is the 3rd diving stop by Jesperger, but he'll have to eat it, and it's a leadoff single for Cameron Zabel.
And part of the reason for Mello's success since the 1st inning is for keeping the leadoff guy off. It's only the 2nd time since the 1st inning Mosinee has put that leadoff hitter on base. They need base runners. Down 7 in the 6th.
Here comes Carter Fondry. Swinging and strike. The only run Mosinee has scored since the 1st inning was an inside the park home run by Taylor Lemansky. That was in the 4th. Or in the 5th, excuse me. That was 1 off. Now we're in the bottom of the 6th. Levis, Strum, and Aquinas have state championships on their resumes today. And there's a drive to left. Bishop retreating it. He'll hang up for him, and he makes the catch. Hard hit ball by Fondry, but it's the 1st out of the 6th.
Bishop was the winning pitcher yesterday. Goes out to left field and makes a nice play there. Edgewood's starting to count outs. They're 5 away from their 1st state championship in a long time.
Well, what a difference a day makes for Ben Schley. He couldn't help himself and get base hits yesterday, but a little different story today. 0 for 2 for the Mosinee designated hitter. Runs high. Ball 1. Mello says, my bad. As Cagle had to come out of his crouch to grab it. There's a hot shot foul.
It's 5'10", 280 pounds.
He's going to St. Norbert's to play football and major in business administration. 2nd team all-conference infielder. He's the football team's captain. 2nd team all-conference lineman for Mosinee. As big a guy as he is, they say he can do the splits and cartwheels. Bounced in. Nice backhand stop by Cagle, the catcher.
Schley went 3 for 3 with 4 RBIs and runs scored yesterday in the semifinal win against Lacrosse Hogan.
2-1 misses, so 3-1 the count to Schley. Elliot Yurkovsky on deck. No action in the Edgewood bullpen currently. Strike. 3-2. Eleven runs, 13 hits, and an error for Edgewood. 4 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors for Mosinee. Strike 3. Schley looks. 2 down.
the corner.
Right at the glove, right at the target.
And as they say, Schley knew it.
Here's Yurkovsky. Getting late for Mosinee. 2 down here in the 6th, and then one more chance in the 7th. Pulled foul.
Yurkovsky has hit every ball at the pull side 2 days.
Well, Mosinee had never won a game at state before this week. 7 times they've played at the state baseball tournament. This is their 2nd in the last 3 seasons, but they've got a lot of work to do to win a state championship here. They're down 7 with 2 outs in the 6th. And pulled it again, this time to second. Hallwide grabs it, throws him out. We go to the 7th. Now a message from your local stations. This is your WIAA network station. Great afternoon to sit on a couple of big chairs in right field. We're at the home of the Wisconsin Timber Rattlers. And a Cubs fan.
A bad day to sit in the red seats behind the dugout either. I think we're going to have a big crowd for the Division I game between Sun Prairie and De Pere.
The Cubs fan is probably going, how come we can't close out a game? I mean, their bullpen has been just awful. Harris got a save last night, but that was a high wire act again. Oh, boy. Well, I guess that's their problem, isn't it? 11-4, first pitch swinging, fouled off. And Henry Bishop with a quick strike. Bishop, Hallblide, Jessberger scheduled hit here. As Taylor Lemansky continues to work for Mosinee, and he threw that one behind Bishop. The other Bishop, Jack, is warming up in the Edgewood bullpen. There's a strike call, 1-2. Stephen Mello pitched an inning yesterday, and he has 80-plus pitches today, 81. So he's getting close to his 2-day total limit. Bishop to center, base hit. Henry Bishop leads off the 7 with a single.
3rd hit of the day for Henry Bishop.
My gosh.
Who scored a run. Henry's got 4 hits in the tournament now.
Here comes Davis Hallblide. Big 2-run single back on the 3rd. That's when Edgewood was trying to crawl back in it, but they did that and then some. Hallblide's been on 4 times. 2 walks, a single, and reached on an error. All right, now time for your Wisconsin DOT play of the game, and that's Davis Hallblide with that 2-run single. Back in the 3rd.
That got him going. They were down 3-0. Certainly changed the momentum of this thing. I've got Edgewood thinking maybe we can come back against Jersey, who had struggled with his control. Edgewood hadn't come up with a big hit until Hallblade dumped that single into left.
That was your Wisconsin DOT play of the game. 0 in Wisconsin. Together we can save lives. This one's in the air to left field. And that's Sherrick, Colton Sherrick, with a nice sliding grab in fair territory.
The first time that Hallblad has been retired today in 5 ABs.
Carson Jessberger up next. What was that catch by Sherrick, who came into play left field in the middle of the game and did a nice job there. Jessberger has a hit. Make it 2 hits. A couple of singles. Every position in the Edgewood lineup has a base hit. Lavelli is the only starter without a hit. He was hit for by Gill And now the runner's going to second, and that ball's going to hit him and skip away, but that's a stolen base for Henry Bishop. But remember, Gill came in to hit for Lavelli, and he got a single, so that 9-hole does have a hit.
Third stolen base of the day for Edgewood.
Now you get 14 hits and you spread them around. That's a pretty good formula for success. Now Jesberger. That looks like it's another hit. It's going to go to the gap in right center. That's going to roll all the way to the wall. Here comes Bishop with the 12th Edgewood run. RBI double Carson Jesberger. 12-4 Crusaders.
And the hits just keep on coming.
Oh, kid.
Edgewood's now had a hit in every inning since the first. This time Jesberger goes the other way and splits the outfielders, enabling Bishop to score.
Going to have a runner at first for Jesberger. Holden Port is a senior, 6 foot 185. So nice move by Rich Newton to get the senior a little playing time at State. It's Jesberger relieved by the runner Port at second. Here's Brady Lavelli.
McKelly with a chance to join the hit parade.
Strike. 1-1.
And Gill came in the game and got to hit twice in that inning.
Oh, yeah.
Struck out after singling and driving in a run.
Fisted foul. Halloran's 2 for 5. Kegel's 1 for 1 officially with an RBI. Yaucher's got 2 hits. Myers is 1 for 2. Mello's 1 for 5. Bishop's 2 for 3. Halbleib's 1 for 2. Jesberger's 2 for 4. There's a bouncer to short. Circled by Jerschley out there. And it's the second out. Port will stay at second. We start the 6th time through the Edgewood lineup. Jack Halloran going to sleep well tonight. This is his 6th plate appearance. See the shadow of the light standard just coming right at home plate now. The Division I final was scheduled for 6 o'clock, but we'll be a little past that.
A little.
As we still have the bottom of the 7th to play here, with Edgewood with a 12-4 lead. Called strike. 1-2. Looking ahead to the Mosinee 9th, it'll be the number 9 hitter Kuklinski, followed by the leadoff hitter Jerschley, then Lemansky. And in the air, Jerschley into the outfield grass makes the catch, and that will do it. Bottom of the 7th coming up. Now a message from your local station. This is your WIAA network station. All right, bottom of the 7th, Edgewood 12. Mosinee 4. There's Stephen Mello. They're going to give him a chance to close this one out. And he'll face Grant Kuklinski, who swings at the first pitch and fouls it off for strike 1.
Mello had a save in yesterday's 4-3 win through a scoreless 7th inning. Looking for the complete game win here in the championship game.
Kuklinski swings again, hits it in the air. Shortstop Yaucher says, I've got him. He does for the first out. Top of the order to Keegan Jerschley. We told you that Edgewood's leadoff hitter had 6 plate appearances. This is the 4th appearance for Mosinee's leadoff man. Again, when we started this game, first 3 guys reached, first 3 guys scored. Obremski hit a homer. It was 3-0 after 3 batters. Oh, things have changed. Edgewood has 15 hits now.
at all after that 3-0 deficit.
Youcher. Oh, if he makes this play, wow. That's pretty good stuff. Preston Youcher.
Talked about Edgewood's defense from the top. You've seen it for 2 days. They make a lot of routine plays, and they make a spectacular play here. Youcher again going to Penn State.
Yeah, Jershly. He's not a turtle. Jershly.
No, he can really run. That's a heck of a play. But a junior shortstop.
Taylor Lemansky now. Last chance for Mosinee. Down 8. One and one. One and two. Just stayed alive with a foul off the end of the bat. There's the Crusader bench anticipating a state championship. 1 and 2. That one bounced in. Count evens at 2 and 2 to Taylor Lemansky. Gavin Obremski would love one more chance. He's the on-deck hitter. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. High for a ball. Count is full.
Overthrew that one. Mello trying to wrap up his high school career with his 3rd complete game.
The 3-2. Foul.
Mello's played for 4 years. So he told you earlier plans to go to Oshkosh next year. But what a way to go out.
We'll try and finish it off again. Ball 4. The game continues. Here comes Obremski. He powered a 2-run homer back of the 1st. Singled in the 3rd, grounded to 2nd of the 4th. Outfield plays deep and to pull for Obremski. And that ball will bounce away from Cagle, so that'll get Lemansky to 2nd. That 7-run 5th inning is still the difference for Edgewood. Two and 0. There's a strike. Mello just wants to keep throwing strikes. His defense has been great the last couple of days. He can trust him. Ball.
Yeah, he's run out of gas.
Yeah.
He's also running out of pitches according to the WIAA limit. But he loved to finish what he started.
Foul. Look out. That's around the protective netting just outside the dugout. Looks like it didn't hit anybody, so now the count's 3 and 2. Edgewood 1 strike away from a 3rd WIAA baseball championship. Ball 4. Mosinee stays alive. Rich Newton halfway out to the mound. Let's see.
He's going to position the outfielders. He's going to let Mello face one more hitter.
He's got a little wiggle room, doesn't he?
Mello was walked 3, including the last 2 hitters.
Here's Brady Locken. Man, the plate's moving around a bit for Mello right now. Ball 1. And now here comes Rich Newton. Let's see if that will be it for Mello. That last pitch missed. Looked like a tired pitcher that missed that one. Or is he just going to settle everybody in, I guess? Again, with an 8-run lead, you can feel pretty confident that Mello can close it out. So that'll be the end of the discussion. Mello's still on the mound. And he'll get every opportunity to throw a complete game in the state final.
I think he's saying you got 8 guys behind you who'd like to help you out. Throw the ball over the plate.
All right.
And he got an 8-run lead.
Locken today 0 for 2 with a walk. There's a strike. Yeah, just let him in there and take your chances.
I believe that was the message from Coach Newton.
Simple, yeah. There goes the runner to third, and there will be no throw, so Lemansky takes the extra 90 feet. And Obremski moves up as well. This is to right field, and it's hit pretty well. It'll go over the head of Lavelli. That's going to score a couple. And here's Locken rounding second. He'll reach third with a 2-run triple. And that will do it for Stephen Mello, so he's not going to get the complete game. That was his 102nd pitch, so Rich Newton has to make the move. There's Locken with a 2-run triple. It's 12-6.
Well, the coach gave him every chance to get the complete game. Gets a hug from his catcher, Cagle. And the pitching change is going to be made. And I'm sure Mello's going to leave to a lot of applause from the Edgewood fans here. And he greeted the heroes welcome in the dugout. Jack Bishop will succeed Mello, and here come the hugs.
And he leaves with a 12-6 lead. And Jack Bishop will lead the pitcher. Now a message from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station. So Stephen Mello pitches a long time but can't quite close it out. So Jack Bishop will get the chance to do that. Been pretty effective on the mound this year. At least that's what the numbers would say.
Jack's got a save. Pitched 8 in the 3rd innings. Down to 8 hits. 1 earned run. He's struck out 7 and walked anybody. This is his 7th appearance.
Well, here's Cameron Zabel trying to keep things alive for Mosinee. First pitch from Jack Bishop, swinging and fouling, strike 1. 2 runs are in the 7th here for Mosinee, but they're still down 12-6.
Jack's a sophomore, been playing center field. He and Mello is trade positions for what they hope is the last out.
As we've seen through the years, that last out can be tough to get, but this might be it. Fly ball to right, Lavelli under it. Edgewood wins the Division II State Baseball Championship.
Rich Newton talked about how those guys dreamed about a moment like that. Well, there it is in reality. They spotted Mosinee 3 runs, and Mosinee ended up with 6, but they outslugged them.
Edgewood won 6 WISA titles between 1958 and 1969, and this is their 3rd in the WIAA. They won it in their first try in 2004. They won it again in 2009, and the 3rd comes in 2024 as the Edgewood Crusaders, down 3-0 after the first 3 batters in the game, rally. A big 7-run 5th inning is the big story, and they beat Mosinee, the #1 seed, 12-6.
They collect 15 hits all over the lineup, and truly a team effort for an Edgewood team which got better as the year went on and are now the best in the state. They finished 22-6 out of the Badger Conference.
again, Edgewood, we've been doing this for a long time. It seemed like Edgewood was one of those teams that was here every year, but this was their first appearance in state since 2011. Their first title since 2009, which surprised a few people, but Edgewood back in the winner's circle as Rich Newton's team goes 22-6 on the season. Mosinee ends their year at 25-6. So the number 3 seed beats the number 1 seed in the field of 4 in Division 2, and there's a happy group of Edgewood Crusaders.
We applaud the fans that made the trek from Madison here to support them, and we're a happy bunch.
And you feel good for a guy like Rich Newton, who's, he's committed an awful lot of time and energy to coaching this team the last 21 years. A great athlete on his own at Edgewood. Always nice to see a guy for his alma mater coming through successfully. And that's another state championship for Rich Newton and for the Edgewood Crusaders. We're going to take a break and be back for the awards. Now a message from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station. Edgewood wins the Division II championship. We have a chance to speak with their fine catcher, Bennett Cagle. Bennett, Bill, and Jay up in the booth. So the first 3 batters for Mosinee score. You're down 3-0. What's the talk? What's the mood? And did you think you could come back as well as you could?
We had one of our guys on the mound that we knew could come back and do his job. We were down in sectionals, and we fought back the entire way. This is an amazing group of guys, and they fight to the end.
Every time you looked up, Ben Cagle was on base. What's the deal? Have you had 2 better games than what you've had here in Grand Chute?
Yeah, it's been going for a bit now. The guys picked it up in playoffs, and the energy helps everybody in the lineup from top to bottom.
You hit that home run yesterday. Was that the highlight? Or today you walked a bunch of times, but what's the highlight of the tournament for you?
The highlight of the tournament for me is honestly winning it with the guys. There's no other group I'd rather do this with.
And Bennett, it's the first baseball title for Edgewood since 2009. What does it feel like to finally get back the Crusaders back to where you feel they belong?
This is amazing, and the work we've put in has paid off, and we'll keep it for years to come.
Bennett Cagle, congratulations. Thanks.
Thank you.
Final totals in the game: Edgewood 12 runs, 15 hits and an error. Mosinee 6 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors. And Bill, if you look at the batting order for Edgewood, man, they got production up and down their lineup.
Yeah, like Bennett said, this really is a team effort. But one of the unsung heroes, Davis Hallway, he had the big 2-run single that started their comeback. That got him a couple runs in the third. Like Cagle, he was on base every time you looked up. 4 times today. Scored a couple runs. He had a big RBI single yesterday. He's one of the heroes. So is Mello, the guy that he alluded to, the guy on the mound that they had the confidence in. Stefan gets the save yesterday, the win today. He also drove in a run with a single, but it's really a team effort by this Crusader team, which outslugged the Mosinee team, which came in with big reps and impressive offensive totals. And they got beat. Well, they got beat by a team. They had 15 hits and doubled their run total. So congratulations to Rich Newton, to Edgewood. And it's been a long time coming, but they're the champs in Division II again.
There you see WIAA Executive Director Stephanie Hauser. Boy, she's been busy. She was in Dallas last night watching her son Sam with the Boston Celtics. Guess where she's going tomorrow night?
But she's taking notes of these celebrations.
Game 4 of the NBA Finals. Let's pick up the public address announcer, Jim Strick.
Francisco Arnold. Jack Bishop. Liam Bishop. Jack Halloran. Henry Gill. Brady Lamelli. Henry Bishop. And we'll go to Richard Newton from Division II State Champion Edgewood Sacred Heart. Please come forward to receive the team trophy.
Head coach Rich Newton and the Edgewood Crusaders, Division II State Baseball Champions. These trophies are a little heavier than you think when you pull them up. See that little blue tape back there? That's the bat for the guy holding the bat on the front. Wise move not to put the bat on because it would break like in a second if you did that.
It's going to look good in the trophy case on Monroe Street in Madison, though.
Sure is. And that is a happy group of Crusaders, and they're going to parade that thing around as they should. The gold trophy as state champions. All right. Had a great day so far, and we have one more game to go. The Division I final coming up. De Pere against Sun Prairie East. Bill Brophy and Bob Brainerd will have that for you in about 40 minutes. In the meantime, I want to thank our great Rush Media crew. Along with Bill Brophy, I'm Jay Wilson. Final score again, Edgewood 12 and Mosinee 6. Thanks for joining us, and good afternoon from Grand Chute.